Yanko Chiano. Anache, upon to say, Minia.
Dr. Ren, ahoden
Nana, last week, ni ye din komo, udi bia to tuja. Obi say, na branti wakana koma so asemo onsro. Mami musa wo. Honemu, ye idie. Akoto aba. Ena na we expect. Ana se Ghana for anto aba ni.
I think so we a conversation na me know I have in the past na. My catcher said the election na between Mahama and Baumia. Whichever way Obia we are frustrated or we are disappointed about the duopoly. It was election between Baumia and Mahama. Because yen we are no a third false independent candidate, deben no. Me can send be no paper brain tiasia. Say ana when say Dr. Rano ba social media na nipa no mo to the politics e chin do na de o makoma e na di akire. Ebinum kura besim yentena se enya analysis enhwe the dynamics how these political parties came to being na how affair and how we are structured in this country no more 14 because so we study political party system you know say nobody in the bit emerge all of a sudden now then especially in Africa you understanding in politics and I some way you know say all of a sudden what Kenya 4 years now so I can be a few months to election you know now then you what about that when the person be president me person be jemo ma jem kwana ya me that kind of way you know when I see those things as somebody with deep-seated knowledge about politics and as a for no, you see such characters as comic characters and they are not serious. Just that they are just playing on the emotions of frustrated young people just to remain relevant within the political scene. And we saw it from afar. But it's unfortunate say nipa bibre na omontias here. But election na happen here, and I think some of us have been vindicated. And na me can actually Captain Smart I want to show so say on the election day na me wo Eastern region we went through a lot of the constituencies polling station omo county omo to aba we were moving from one polling station to another. Dr. Ren, I can sit here and confirm say ankrofo ya uhu omo na omo social media na TikTok omo ye dede no common agent kura no mu ni bi e polling station. And will be
almost 44,000 agents are said you. And I also know money be.
Now me say I was election day na me near Accra. I came to Accra 11:15 a.m. If I say 1:15 a.m. and I be to Accra. They didn't have a single agent in any of the polling stations. How do you now we are serious? Say indeed, who believe we say you want power? The cardinal thing you need to do is to police the polling station where vote no yawo. And this our showmanship yamara kra na nandan ye ho na ye we no. I think people were interested in those things, building some kind of personality be and as identity be within the political space. But in reality, what needed to be put in place to ensure say ombetimi secure power no. They didn't do those things. That is why I'm a catcher say they were all just exploiting the emotions of the people. So the election was between Baumia and the NDC. Yes, I understand. Say in the last since 1992, people have been frustrated in Asafonum. But Dr. Ren, so Mahama Siwa now for Akufo-Addo Siwa on any day, I can tell you Mahama was far better than them. And between the two, then Mahama became the option, the only option in this election. People wanted to vote for change, not because maybe they wanted Mahama, but because the trajectory are not minor namsono. Ya kasa ye twaswa, there will be no Ghana. And to me, now my message in say, you see, we can still hold on to the NDC and the MPP and activate our vigilance and make sure say Akufo-Addo buy all this money. Look at Animguase Adiamano. And Ochina. Mahama Bano by the same thing. Mena will the same to me to get him out. Because I enhance your vigilance. Now you may need daho, and we are ready to hold power bearers accountable. Trust me. You know, say we are more powerful than they can ever be. And then open the power who are mobile Ghana have higher President Akufo-Addo. But be or TBI, no, notwithstanding the fact that I don't know your president, and open the paper kwan ho mobo e wo Ghana ha ya Akufo-Addo. Why? Because Ghana for decided say ye man na ye mobo. So Ghana for have the same power to do the same thing to Mahama if he does the things that Akufo-Addo did. And who say am I ye look very powerful. And in the UK with that is scenario, two major political parties alternating. Ye change copims ye benya the best. US is the same thing. Donald Trump by 4 years. A man for whom say they voted him up. Joe Biden by a man for whom say that our job no so they have voted for Trump. Maybe he's a bit better now. Well, now he understand way. Obama and Koya, the next way, Republican. A man for two of them. I think that is the side of thing. Menka say we don't want third force, and also we pesa oba obi empesa obeba. You see, so pesa we third force. Make sure say you are ready. You put up the
our structures across the nation and our cancer.
Yes. Now when you're 14, now people should know say, this guy is really serious. Or has structures put in place. Or have the presence everywhere. The policies and programs are so coherent at Tony Parson because sometimes when I put some of the summer month worker on the table, now we shame sometimes necessary. But you see, because out of emotion, some people are out there flaunting, and I make us a politics and no understanding. I feel they're back, kakra. So I na emotions. They didn't probably be kind that let's jump on this. Let's jump. I believe, say, even with the NDC and the MPP, say Ghana for sorry, say be hold people accountable. We can. So, Dr. Ryan, what happened over the weekend? You know, I'm not sure. Say it's a victory for the NDC. No. It's a revolution without a gun. Ghana for decided to activate. It's a revolution without a gun. Ghana for in one accord sending a message to Akufo-Addo and the family say enough of this nonsense. Because Sauko Kumasi for the first time, Osha Kwanya Kumasi for Nasante for over the years. Omoye hook up to the MPP. Kwanya Omo Faswa and people are breaking away from that tribal chains and voting the other side. We have vote party in the vote marginal. What's in a baby now? Say Mahama wene because NDC for Natoma you are making a mistake. A Ghana for because this is the first time I go into elections. Other candidates no more can or more performing the worst in the history of this country. The worst. Nobody got even 1%. So Obakaya. Papa Kwasi in the about the last time. Some of them got as much as I think 2 or 1% thereabout. Sam Crowfoy, Obian hot me even 1%. Me say this is the worst performance.
Those days
was better. These people are now for budget to third force their performance is the worst in the history of this country. Nobody, the highest awum is 0.075. 0.75, you can imagine.
And only the whole up to 90,000.
No, 84,000. A chow a juma they did. You understand? So na me baby na me tena me kasa sa na my course ni I have people just flaunting their words, just telling people.
It's Mamimbusa asem yo. Ain't you know others, you know, school of thought to create kasa o. Some for no be 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 1 year no mabemu no. It could even be say government in power no plant them to, you know, sway their vote out of a year. A friend is say the major political party a woman or more contended. One more any point or more answer more raisy. Say it could be say other a conphobia or more independent and our parties because they are being financed by a year some of these a year major political parties.
Dr. Ren, who is that political system know how it works, you know? Say uti achire. Now say all that you know about politics is what you read on social media and how you make a great mistake. Politics, you know, like a concept that you need to understand well. Now we are well versed with its intricacies to be able to appreciate how things happen. Some of the political parties now who are now we didn't come. I was consistently using the word toy parties and jokers. That was the word I was using. Now I'm for to say it was too harsh because I'm in the American. Because you see, some of these your friend is saying parties and individuals no nyina wo hu omo no there were proxies brought forth by major political parties to do their bidding because when him say you're going to elections now pink sheet na yes inside no you need other political parties agent there and he say I know the day adibisi our coalition grounds na NDC ni ka say on sign because niema ba kwa na mienu bi akobone na MPP ni sign na other toy parties ni be the present or na say ni nipa su sign then the argument is that we a party agent or not see a party agent nipa to a sign ba kwa na sign so yours cannot override the two people. So what did the mechanic say? Good. So for such purposes, again, yako IPAC. Mpacho timenka.
Metu nkapa na nache.
Yako IPAC in recent times, we know how it plays out. About to the men's time. So you need to have these allies there. And one other factor has to do with their working to sway the vote. Because so we are incumbent government, what you know, that is a fact. So vote, as I would disperse some of the votes because yes, opponent in Kwana bear the one man standing up. Vote will go to the opponent, and at the end of the day, you maximize the opportunity of winning. So when you bring in these people, you disperse the vote to other areas. Sebaya kakana winyano ubetimi maintaining now they are winning power. So you see, these are the dynamics. Then I say for them, na for air. Because some of the campaigns, then some man for a canning, I can bomb, will be a sebi. What the politics as now what be moved on out here in 7 be a cost on out. So is the reason why you didn't see any intellectual in this country falling for such thing. Because within academia, and they know say NDC and MPP, Neman Koye over the years. They know. But what besides, say Adentina or Mumubia and who could on to any of these things. It's something that people need to sit down and ask themselves that question.
You need to sit down. When captain Kasim say, baby, I checked on a record to Aba. Reporting, say, polling station on a quacking kind, na when you one vote. Na man for crab blame the wife, so, oh, fear women. Na, she say, the wife and twa mano, a bimukra, so, cheddar no crano, or no, or yeah. Political party for the planting in the Konyadi Crot man. Video be about Bontinga. We share more to say a brandy 2 hour 2 crano. Some are saying, say, Otoma MPP. I mean, to that extent, no, does it mean, say, others are also using this particular MPP and DC? We are tired of them. No, also Eddie make another avenue to get money and then also play on the the emotions of the Ghanaian voter.
Dr. Ren, I can sit here and tell you, say, I know about 2 political parties here who are financed by government. 2 other political parties. Pickups, cars, money.
Oh, me say CPP the MPP financing.
Good. That is CPP is one. The woman was fully financed by the MPP. And I think this is a public knowledge, and other parties as well. So you see, this whole thing, America said, you need to understand the dynamics and sana, why allow yourself to be used by some people. Things are mean the facts, and I mean, come as to say, one vote for no one. It could be that, when the vote today, be say, yeah, so it could be that maybe by mistake. A bit me, and as my Captain Smart, I can't mean no evidence because that police station man check it. So I don't want to talk about that particular thing. But the essence of this whole thing, they say, the possibility of political parties planting some of these individuals. A woman, sure. Men can't say obi the planting obi. Because at some point in time, I saw the energy with which the gentleman was going around the country. Then I said for them. But I think say where it matters most, I said especially I bet demonstrate chairman for say indeed you are really serious, I am coming earlier, putting structures and institutions in, but because Omunim said you're more and Enkosia Gantino, you don't even see people he was working with. Yeah, can mind you, and your lotto agency na you are talking about the country. And the why because apart from president, Oko US our home. The Obi a Republican president, MacArthur said behind the president there are powerful people more knowledgeable and superior than the president. They engineer things. So I know the day, they like more or less a calibrated president on what to do. Then I say for them, more knowledgeable than you. But this whole thing we saw was just an individual. You don't even see a team of competent people behind the seat. I test us to do the test of time. You see, say, this person is behind this guy. Yes, we know, sir. And the power near the mawa. When you see, this is not a time for experiment, especially Ghana for experiment. And I really, and I know the day Ghana need China because I know. Say at the end of the day, we are them ballot no see about twaba. And the Nippon who can no hammer no and there. Ebi anom peno ene ye metwam ho anipa anya hwe waba nema obeye ye compare to Akufo-Addo he's better goodwill on the side ene nipa na omo kan ho no obi enu a why ready for power enti ene ma memfa ma no that is exactly what happened
and on so no kra no sa was structures me calling person so me hu ne party offices
yes.
me hu ne members me nim nkofo mu nim no tino these are the people I can associate myself also they are also independent you don't even have the structures people can even come to you I'll bet me reassure mo say wo mo koto abama mo they will even see you again akwa one man show
and again policy articulation Mahama ejina ho na say or can issues about policy no chire ma you could see this gentleman is on top of everything. I watched the press series with some of the guys, and some as like ultimate say nipa no nim the so and America say you may have emotional young people who for because they work on don't know, but obi are smart no will delve deeper into kwanya ofa so awokasa o posture ne na se for nom asem ne kana nkoya na obuafu sesi all of a sudden na your say mood na sesa and you just pretend to say you see with some of us we can see from afar and with psychology then as for them you can easily study people and know who they really are when they're hiding their real identity. That is what Akufo-Addo did at the end of the day, so I think going forward we have elections our 2028, right? So obi serious say indeed o person will run a political institution or another political party. You have 4 years to prepare. Set up the
structure. Who genuine party. Exactly. They should start now. And you number 6 months, 8 months.
Because MPP are loose when they trust me. MPP will start doing reorganization immediately after your friend saying the swearing in of Mahama. This is a political party that is peeping into the future. Now, ono ye ne we not to structures in place na eduru ho na ekoka 2 months na okofa kaka moto bia atai when say people should give you president because you are the savior. We need to get serious. Put structures in place.
They say Aladdin. Ebusi agusu awutie Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM ye nua Ivan Che innocent Ivan Che innocent na twetwe nkomo no betumi
and krasem no so doso. You see, I know the UFO exuberance and as if we are talking about presidency convincing intelligent minds people are go through the ranks to come and vote for you. You see, kwan fast or karu ho kra you need to be very much way. There are a lot. We said the dynamics are so many. So I think they weren't appealing enough. He was rather doing emotional campaign, appealing to young people on the street, chanting. And I don't know, so no, when say BBD kakra womo, you know, nipa no the manner. Obedia to amount. At some point in time, we say, I'm for Mugu TikTok and that's for Muye de Dina, do don't cry or ha, Sebi. Wow,
pay cash.
What I say, so I think, I like it. I am the one who has been advocating, say, young people should come to your friends, the political space. And the parliament here, there are a lot of young people. Felesofo one of the brilliant young guys, Abetimiaka, Baba Sadiq. There are a whole lot of young people who are.
Oh, this particular ninth parliament there, a lot of young men, A plus more, Kwame Frimpong. You could see, say, the young guys,
you see, and these are people trust them, and you can A plus, for instance, he has been around, and now when the political journey. Kwanya Ofaso Timi cross from MPP to sometimes you see these are people you see say he has his conviction intact. He may not be an angel, but clearly what demonstrated clearly say when the convictions intact on him the oil starting from somewhere then as if he's going. I think this is a definitive plan that we need to put in place. But my culture say, don't ever think say you can capitalize on somebody's failure and become popular and as a capture power. You need to win power on your strength. The mere fact that these are failing, MPP are failing, no, it's not a sure guarantee that people will give you power. You need to demonstrate wit, intellectual capacity. But these people, I think that they fail to demonstrate intellectual capacity. Because I make actually meet some of the addresses and also sometimes with the pen to and the paper to so no tears some now moke cannot things there. Nipa no nim the okay naija amamoro na ayefo aba from tino obi e keka be gum sa na ye koye nim. And I think say Mahama became a viable option because of all these scenarios. I know a number of people they were never NDC. They vowed never to vote for Mahama. But when you carried all the options, because a vote for Bawumia is a vote for the cabal, the criminal cabals has say. Nipa na okoto abama no other people no a waste because only candidates go agent crowd or grounds or say all protected ballots no. So what do? One ton so awo your mamboy for. Then the last option will be compare Mahama to Bawumia na Kufuor Aban. Then Mahama becomes a viable option. That is why you saw, and this sense you are making, that is exactly what played out. Go and look at voter independent candidates, and then other parties in India across the country. Don't forget to say it is the worst in the history. But this is the time and I'm for free say third force energy be back near my best. Their performance is the worst. Sabi okanina omunyina kura boma. Enuru their papa syndrome. And then I'm saying Chirabosom na sefo no you can check the figure because I think 2020 Chirabosom had a higher figure. Also that Chira say in seminar no kano. It was just an emotional appeal and a political campaign. People need to go down, study politics, understand it, and know how to play it. So what who say mana over be a victim of way, and I think that that's exactly what has happened. Don't ever think say you can exploit the frustrations and the anger of young people to your advantage. Now they are winning. No, you can't do that. You win election on your strength. And who win it on your strength, you don't just appeal to the gullible, young guys, we charge on the street, the intellectual class, you need to convince people. So, because I want to say, Dr. Bitty Babina, Professor Bitty Babina, or share a branch or Kasaya. Can you convince that person to vote for you? And then that is the same thing when I make catch the defense side, Captain Smart, we show no so. Say Bawumia, one of the mistakes, has to do with appointing Miracle Abuaje as his spokesperson. Dr. Ren, we are talking about presidency. Presidency. The guy is a communicator. But the kind of communication now, a combative, arsenic kind of the body language.
Obi have to say Obi or position. Obi or power so brand once no. Exactly. That is how he communicates. And I'm not taking anything away from him. That is his strength. So, but the presidency is a serious kind of thing. You need somebody, Sabi, our aura, our that appealing factor. And some year before he has a way of speaking it just to calm people. But that guy didn't have that thing. So for Bawumia to appoint that gentleman to be his spokesperson, and then baby how more na say because me a chira me anywhere close to power from afar I can see that guy wasn't a good fit because I'm from far no so we tie the communication on radio so some okeka obubefu more than say obe appeal to you na me bisa say enti the intellectual class do you think that guy appealing to anybody? Nobody. So going forward, I think that what has happened is also because maybe whole essence interest in this whole thing is to help people to understand politics. Na yan delete emotions in free. Na yan kofa yan kodi akumachi nkoke kansem hunu nkoka what you think is right. Whatever you say,
must have factual basis, must be coherent, must be premised on something that is reasonable. You bizarre question. You can reproduce same thing in different ways. Ever meaning the same thing. Now, when you say you want this because of this, no, you can't do that. So I think these are some of the things that as a yeshe now you going forward, now you put it in place.
Abusia Ugusua wutie Rainbow Radio. Ye ni yenua eye Ivan Che Innocent ana ye ne no twetwen eye enkomo. Rainbow Radio no